Yeah, you can tell by her conversation. You know what I'm saying? And talking about we wasn't making money, we was being sold. You know what I'm saying? So was your people too. You don't get that twisted. You know what I'm saying? You ain't country. So because we were not making money, we were not planting, and we were being sold, we're not country. So wait a minute. You were here on this land before my people. You were all in South America with the Olmec Empire and the Olmec heads and all the different things we know about South America, Italian rule and all the different stuff, you know what I'm saying? And all over Europe as well, when we know that Greece, the first city of Athens was probably created by Pantheus and Bogus. Africans were there before you in that land, so you can't even claim that. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing come to America. My people was already here. You better look up the red man in California. You know what I'm saying? That they called the red man, the Africans that were there hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years before the Bible was even thought of. You know what I'm saying? Before there was even a scriptural book that you call the Bible was even printed, or even had a printing press in your group to even print a book until Gutenberg jackass showed up. But our people was already on in this land hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years, to where they built bigger cities of wood and all kinds of stuff, huge cities that look even bigger than the one. Their cities in California were so huge that it was bigger than a city in England. You idiot. But anyway, you know, say she's an idiot. Everything this girl do, she's an idiot, and we know it. This is what I'm talking about. The mentality of people, you know what I'm saying, in America, that were educated in the American system to believe that what they're telling them is true, rather than do the actual work of looking up the research and the facts in order to crack backs. They're too busy bent on racism. So where country music, I don't understand how country music ever became a white thing. That doesn't even make no fucking sense in the musical category of itself, or the musical realm in itself. So she's an idiot on that. Second thing is same with rock and roll. I don't understand how rock and roll or rock became a white person thing just because white people are playing it. This is the type of mind frame we call whitewashing. You know what I'm saying? Indiana University responds to the backlash after video of nursing student, you know, as this ban or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She also, I'm sorry, that was a miss thing there. She also stated that black people shouldn't wear jeans, you know what I'm saying, and boots. Uh, uh, since when jeans and boots is a white people thing? That doesn't even make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Jeans and boots is a modern thing. It's not really based on the historical vow of country music. It's something that you say that it is because you were cowboys, but the first cowboys were black also. I got news for her with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all people are called cowhands. You know what I mean? Our people are called cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And you know why that is. That's also a racist vibe. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you say jeans and boots, what that got to do with what you were saying before? So now all black people can't wear a pair of cowboy boots, which they wore back then because that was the only type of shoes that were out, basically. You know what I'm saying? Most Africans, you know what I'm saying, a lot of them didn't wear shoes. You know what I'm saying? There was no need to. They were built for the planet Earth in itself. You know what I'm saying? So even when it comes to boots and different shoes and different things like that, those things were already created long time before she was even probably born, and her ancestors. Our people were wearing different types of shoes, boots, this, that, all up in Africa for many, many years. Sandals, you know what I'm saying? They act like sandals and all of that was being worn. There was many different types of regalia and wear that our people have, you know, made. So we're not going to contribute saying whether or not a person can wear jeans and boots to, I guess, fraternize, whatever she's trying to say, you know what I'm saying, parties, because it really pisses her off. Yeah, it pisses you off because you're an idiot. You have no historical value even on jeans and boots. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't around when these things were first created. You weren't around back in the days of the cowboy era. You was not around in the days when black people were here before the cowboy era. You weren't here before black people was around before slavery. You idiot. The video has made, you know what I'm saying, it has made its round on social media with many users calling out the student over her racist remark. That's right. Do the research. Do the research. You know what I'm saying? This disgusting racist behavior, you know what I'm saying, from one of your students, or what they're saying, a user on X, you know what I'm saying, formerly known as Twitter, you know what I'm saying, wrote tagging the ISU. Y'all need to address this immediately. And I think so too, because she has no. So she was walking around the campus the whole time I had this racist behavior within her mind. You see? And she want to claim something so bad that she actually fucked up, because her historical value is like shot. She needs to seriously give it up. You know what I'm saying? So if Beyonce and Carter or whoever they want have black blood in them, and you can clearly see that, they have a right to play any type of music on this planet that was invented by their people, music in itself. You know what I'm saying? By our people in all ways. And even country music bears the scars of African based on African people that, grew through time as time passed and time grow. You know what I'm saying? Have the influence in country music that you can hear a jazz form in it. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of it was learned by many musicians combining or learning from each other. And there's a uniphysical understanding in that process. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to claim something, you know what I'm saying, so you can have something to claim to give you some type of feeling inside that, you know what I'm saying? And because you have now seen Beyonce jumped up and make a song, you know what I'm sayyou and this and that and the third, she needs to make another one, you know what I'm saying? And throw a little hip in there with Jay, you know what I mean? But since you figure that it's a whitey thing, and that's what you was always probably thought, you know what I'm saying? And you figure that, we got hip hop, we got the industry, we got this, we got that. Well, it belongs to us, you know what I'm saying? And now she figured somehow in a way in her racist behavior, I guess throughout these different racist groups, Ku Klux Klan and all these different racist people and all kind of racist people, extremists and all kind of racist people have been, when they play their music, the music they play is always country music. So I guess she figured and was thought that belongs to them and that was their invention, so was jeans and boots, you know. You know what I mean? But come to find out she need to do more searching and more research than that. And I guess she figured because black people making country music and black people wearing jeans and boots, they're invading her little white world that she figured had belonged to them. But she's big time wrong. It doesn't. It doesn't. Just do the research, young dummy, white girl, and maybe you'll come up with a better understanding of what was, you know what I'm saying, taught to you, you know what I'm saying, in the whitewash world that you grew up in, and also what was suppressed from you. And another question you need to answer, what did you learn in school truly about yourself that they taught you in school? Answer that question, and we'll get back to your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? So you don't tell Beyonce and Jay-Z what kind of music that they must play and listen to, or the type of music that they can produce. You know what I'm saying? You can't even probably produce nothing at all except your stupid statement that you just put on Twitter and X and got a little traction with your racist ass. And that's about it. Because country music, guess what? White girl, you're a guest. You know, in the house of country. Let's get that straight. You know what I'm saying? And grow up. You know what I'm saying? Grow up. It'll help a whole lot. Now we see a study finds that voters are skeptic about the fairness of the election. Many favor a strong, undemocratic leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, one of the things I would like to see is the fact of Donald J. Trump being the president again, and John F. Kennedy Jr. as the vice president at that time in time. You know what I'm saying? To finish the journey. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's the odds of that happening? Donald J. Trump and Robert F. Kennedy Jr., president and vice president. And you know, one day after that, he might become the president as well, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. But what's the odds of something like that happening, man? Listen, that'd be a beautiful sight to see, wouldn't it? Because I'm sure that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. knows what he has to do to finish the legacy of his father and himself as well. You know what I'm saying? And finish the journey. You know what I mean? You know, he owes that at least to John Fitzgerald Kennedy and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And Robert Kennedy, I'm sorry, his father. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? What's the odds of that happening? But we see the Denmark voters in 19 countries, including in three of the world's largest democracy, are widely skeptical about whether their political election, you know what I'm saying, are free and fair. And many favor a strong, undemocratic leader, according to this study released on Thursday, which is the late edition, which is not here nor there. You know what I'm saying? It's the late edition. The report by the International Institute of Democracy and Electoral Assistance, or International IDEA, conclude that the democratic institutions, you know what I'm saying, are, I guess, falling short of people's expectations. The 35 number organization promotes democracy worldwide. Yeah, okay. Cut that shit out, really. You know what I mean? The people can decide what they need and what they want as far as any kind of political view. They don't need to be forced into it like back in the days when you went across the land doing missions and calling yourself converting even the Native Americans into Christianity. And meanwhile, when they say no, you probably beat and kill them and murder them off as well. It is past time that people, perceptions are, centered in the conversations about the future of the democracy. Yeah, okay, we need to change it to our countries. You know what I'm saying? This analyst is a small but important first step towards that effort. You know what I'm saying? When we look at Stockholm-based organization goal, the survey had a margin of error hovering around two, I guess I wouldn't say 2-4%, and and the numbers of respondents in each country was around 15,000. You know what I'm saying? This sole expectation in itself was a Solomon, you know what I'm saying, which was the Solomon Islands. You know what I'm saying? Around 15,000 sole expectation was the Solomon Islands, where a small population, you know what I'm saying, meets, I mean, the small population meant they had, in more ways than one, had a representative, you know what I'm saying, sample of 526 people, the IDEA said. In 17 countries, fewer than half of the people are satisfied with their government. International IDEA found that the survey included three of the largest democracies, democracy, Brazil, India, and the United States. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why that is because all of them are controlled by tyrants, if you ask me. And they've always been tyrannical around the planet Earth for many years throughout these many different countries and nations. But the world must wake up as a whole, on a whole global effect, to understand if you're going to get satisfaction or anything out of the world that we live in, then we must put government in check. That's number one. And that goes for right here on Long Island as well. Nobody comes to Long Island that's going to commit horrendous crimes and we're just going to sit around and peek out our blinds in fear. You know what I'm saying? And nobody threatens the United States, free states and freedom that we share at this point, even though many of it has its racist, conclucular garbage that's going on. We must quail this now, because it's no more and has always been used as a reverse psychology and a trick. And that goes for the Caucasian as well as the African and as well as many other groups. You know what I'm saying? They use these things and these Bibles and these different things to confuse your mind into thinking into yourself in some kind of spiritual overstanding way, that you see yourself doing some sacrifice in the name of something glory that you're going to float up into the sky to. So you will go out and commit bloody murder for them, under the notion that God is telling you to do it. All right. In 17 countries, fewer than half of the people are satisfied with the government, and that's a fact and point back, and you should be at this time and point. It is time to start looking at some of these government officials and the people that you elect and put into office, including many groups that are claiming power in the United States and other countries as well, through their influential of robbing and stealing and money and no more than a motherfucking crook. Like Jackass Yahoo. Let's wake up here, people. The survey concludes 3 of the largest are in the process of even the United States. But in 8 countries, more than half favor views of strong leadership who does not have a border leader who doesn't have the border, whatever, you know what I'm saying, with parliament or elections. The Institute said, adding that India and Tanzania, African land as well, stand out as countries with relatively high levels of support for a strong leader. You know what I'm saying? A strong leader. In only 4 countries do a majority feel that they are doing better economically than their parents, according to the 95-page study titled. No, they're not. They're not doing better than your parents. You know what I mean? Your parents may have struggled and went through tough times, but tough times and struggle still go on. It still goes on. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that straight. You know what I'm saying? Until we liberate ourselves from the political arena to the point where the political arena is no more than doing the job for the people and what they're supposed to do, and the people don't have to consistently protest and fight against their rules that they have been put in there, and they are elected. Imagine that if they're elected, they can be removed. Diselect them motherfuckers and kick them out, and keep kicking their asses in and out until you get it right. You know what I'm saying? And send that shockwave fear across the political floor. You know what I'm saying? That if you fuck around or you play the games or you got people murdered like that in Jackass Yahoo, you will be removed. And Netanyahu started that war because he don't want to be removed. It's time for him to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for consideration of a coalition to overlook what is going on and why that they have done what they've done and how long they have done it for over those years, and analyze and have a coalition sit down in a committee and go over this, that have the power in order to put Netanyahu and the invaded group of people in check. As long as we have these creepy motherfuckers in our government and the Luciferian blood-sucking sacrifice shit they doing, you know what I'm saying, and people just going right along with it, like I said, like it was toothpaste and brushing your teeth in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But we see, you know, economically, you know, they would be seeing they're doing better than according to the 25-page study. The prescription of the democracy survey, it added that in the majority, you know what I'm saying, of countries, you know, a minority, who you call a minority? Africans are majority, you asshole. You know what I'm saying? Are more doubtful about electoral credibility than others. You should be. After what we seen going on in the Gaza Strip for 75 years, 100 years, what we have seen the political arena as far as the chief in command and the presidents that they have put into the seat and the things that they have done, or I would be more than skeptical. Anytime, you know, say Bill Clinton increased, Joe Biden signed the crime bill, getting many black people locked up, and then you had Bush and his father. He brought back the 3-strike law, you know what I'm saying, where he was putting people in jail indefinitely, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, maybe a couple of keys of coke, you know what I'm saying. And meanwhile, at the same time, his government, Mr. Bush Sr., that breeded that jackass we call Bush Jr., you know what I'm saying, they have brought more drugs into this country than you would believe. But you know what? You're not going to see it that way because you elected them. They are up there in the office. You think they're going to show you them, you know, signing or doing a secret deal somewhere? How naive can you fucking be? You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing like white people going to school and think they're going to tell you all about yourself. That's like black people going to school and think that they're going to tell you all about yourself to make you feel and know that you are the creators and the originators and you're greater, your ancestors are greater than theirs. You know what I'm saying? Let's wake up. You know what I'm saying? But we see the poorest in Brazil. What do you mean the poorest? Nobody should be poor on planet Earth. There's much agriculture that can feed that man, woman, and child. You know what I'm saying? You basing it on what? The money system that you control. You know what I'm saying? Now I wonder if we should back it all up again by motherfucking gold, you bitch. You know what I'm saying? The poorest in Brazil, Colombia, Romania, and Sierra Leone are more likely to be approved of the government performance than, because they probably will kill them if they speak out. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Sierra Leone, because the shit we see going on, they don't make no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? The respect of the population, you know what I'm saying? The rest of the population, the IDEA said, when it comes to the judicial system in 18 countries, and that's a lot, fewer than half of the people believe that the courts always or often provide access to justice. You know what I'm saying? Iraq's have more faith in access to justice. 28% always are often than Americans, 26%. You know what I'm saying? Denmark is the only country where majority of people feel, you know what I'm saying, that the courts often or always, you know what I'm saying, provide equal access to the justice, said the IDA. You know what I'm saying? And that speaks for itself. We don't even need to go any further with that because that speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? The people have to be the one in order to make these decisions as to how you're going to maneuver your government in the position and cut that racist shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's like a bull running as far as he can run, and then when he get there, you know what I'm saying, he can't perform, he passes the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? We need to take our time and rock this motherfucking world like never before. And this goes out to all the common people, you know what I'm saying, the regular people going to work every day just trying to live a life and trying to have a common, gloriful, free life with wealth, with health, wealth, and many other things. Trump drops the news. Trump's dropped the news, you know what I mean?